You already know what time it is. It's your boy NYM, back at it again with another episode of Cooking with NYM. So today I got some brocolettes. I got some chicken that I'm about to put in the oven after I season it a little bit more. Add some of these veggies with a little bit of diced mango. I'm gonna be putting some baby spinach on the stove top, and then along with that, some roasted potatoes. Then I'm gonna make some rice and add some mixed vegetables to it. It's time to meal prep. Week's about to start for me, so naturally, gotta get busy, right? Everything that you see here today was sourced from Trader Joe. Now, when it pertains to seasoning this chicken, today I'm gonna be using some paprika. You guys can see everything. Just a little bit of paprika, light, not too spicy. I don't want to have too much kick. Gonna be using some Italian seasoning. A little bit, you know. There's no such thing as too much flavor, in my opinion. I'm gonna be using some onion powder, all right? Decent little bit of onion powder on there. Some flavor. I'm gonna be also using some lemon pepper. Just that lemon pepper. Get up in there. And then last but not least, a little bit of black pepper, you know. All right, now that we got that started, gonna add the bell peppers. Bell peppers are really essential for adding more flavor and water, even though they're not like super flavorful. What they do is they soak up a lot of the seasonings and a lot of the natural flavors that are gonna come out of the chicken. And then when there's all that sauce on the bottom from everything else that I'm gonna put on it, it makes a nice texture added to the chicken. So last but not least, I'm gonna be using a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. I always thought that name was funny. What that does is it helps tenderize the chicken, helps with the texture, and then since I'm baking it, it helps it not dry out. That's one of the key things about baking chicken. You don't wanna dry your chicken out. All right, next up, we got some potatoes. They already have a little bit of seasoning on them, but I'm just gonna put a little bit more. Like I said, there can never be enough flavor. Add a little bit of onion powder to that. A little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt, you know what I mean? And then a little bit of black pepper. It already has some bell peppers and a little bit of onions in it, but I could dice up a little bit more of this and add that to it, which I think I'm about to do right now. So purple onions have been added. Now what's gonna happen is as the potatoes cook and they simmer for a little bit, the onions are gonna caramelize, right? And when they caramelize, that flavor is gonna set into the potatoes. Combine that with the fact that it's just gonna be delicious overall. And then you got all the other seasonings added, combined to it. So I'm really looking forward to these. And next we're gonna move on to the rice. All right, so just a helpful tip for anybody watching this. Whenever you have multiple things going on, you got maybe something on the back end, whether it be your rice, your other side, main course in the oven. Start off with whatever has to go in the oven first, because that's probably going to take the longest to cook. The things that are on the stove aren't going to take that long. The rice isn't going to take long. Cooking up these potatoes aren't going to take long. So start off with whatever's going to go in the oven that'll take the longest. And then with whatever's going on the stove, keep your heat down low. So right now, the potatoes are low because I don't want them to burn. And I want the onions and everything to caramelize nicely, and then I'm about to get started on the rice. Just been waiting for this pot to start boiling up so I can add, you know, a little salt, seasoning, and things of that nature. Because the rice is going to take no time at all to cook. But yeah, low and slow is the way to go. All right, so we just added the brocolettes to the mixed veggies. Give it a nice little crunchy texture. Potatoes are almost done. The rice is still ricing, and then the chicken is about I guess oh look, you can see. 3 minutes. Should be done, we'll see. Okay, the veggies are thoroughly cooked through. I have to drain this pot of all the water. Let them sit there. Let's check up on the potatoes. My God, would you look at that? Just look at it. I'll be. What's interesting is they still got a little bit of white on, just a little bit of white. See, I need mine to be crunchy. You know what I mean? I don't need no soggy potatoes. Like, that's not cool. That has to have some crunch, that texture. But I also don't want them to burn either, so. Still low and slow. So I did add an extra ingredient before filming this. My apologies. You see that delicious looking sauce right there? Yeah, that's sweet chili sauce, baby. Sweet chili sauce from Trader Joe's. This is not an ad, but I will take the sponsor. This will change your flavor profile of any, whether it be chicken, steak, whatever, fish, and make it taste incredibly delicious. So the meat is almost done being cooked, but I want it to be a little bit more brown. As you can see, there's still certain parts of it that are a little bit white, and in my opinion, that just means it needs some more time. So I like to see it nice and brown, but it was good enough to be doused with the sauce, and then we'll put it back in the oven for about 5 more minutes, and then it should be ready. As promised, here's the finale. Baked chicken, veggies, potatoes, rice.